Welcome back to Inside Africa. It's the rarest of the continent's apes. Less than 300 cross-river gorillas remain in the wild. Logging, agriculture and illegal hunting have all taken their toll. Now a conservation program is putting the species' survival in the very hands that once brought it to the brink of extinction. Here now, part 2 of Christian Purefoy's report from southeastern Nigeria.
We're searching West Africa's last rainforest for its last remaining gorillas.
So they broke this. This is the teeth of the gorilla. Look at them biting it. You see, forcing it to break. Look at the fruit there.
Eco guard Joseph Nyama says it's a rare sign that there are actually any gorillas here. These pictures, filmed last year, are thought to be the only known images of the gorillas. The main threat are hunters. And as ex-poachers themselves, the eco-guards know all the tricks.
Okay. When we set it, the animal will come and march like this, and it will still rest. Not the animal will control like this.
Yeah.
And this one, is it. You cannot use this one with gorillas. You use a cartridge to fire a gorilla.
A shotgun?
A shotgun. And when you fire, the gorilla is as somebody. If you are not a man, you cannot kill it.
But so far, the difficult terrain of these mountains has helped keep the gorillas out of sight and hidden from poachers.
We're sitting on an enormous boulder on the edge of the cliff, overlooking a lost world, actually. Somewhere out there in the forest is the cross-river gorilla. It's the rarest in the world, and also the most endangered. They think there's maybe 300 in Nigeria and Cameroon alone, and just 35 in these Mbe Mountains.
The local communities of the Mbe Mountains have come together to try and protect the gorillas. But disagreement over exactly how is proving divisive.
You will pay the fine according to our traditional law.
And the financial support promised by government for their conservation efforts, they say, has not been forthcoming.
This is why we are trying to cry to government that we are trying to keep this mountain safe. Why not give us meat? Unlike this Christmas, no meat, no fish, no fowl, nothing. How shall we live? We're still applying, we're still writing to government to take care of that. Otherwise, some people can encroach.
The local government argues, however, their conservation plans are for the long term.
But we're going to try and trench it through legislation and regulation, okay, to make sure that even if I'm not here, the programs are sustained and the support for the programs remain.
But the consequences of neglect and delay remain. This hunter was jailed for only 6 months after he killed 3 gorillas in 2006, a tenth of the local gorilla population killed in one day.
They were in group. Then since I was with the dog, then the dog ran and met them. Then they began to shout. Then I also enter. Then as I enter, then there I began to see them. They were on top of the tree. Then I began to shoot. I shoot 3 of them from up on top of the stick, the tree. Then as they fall to the ground, then I went and slaughtered it.
He says they were then sold in local bushmeat markets, like this one. Osha Becker is now getting money from the Wildlife Conservation Society to tend bees as an alternative to hunting. But so far, only 1 out of the 5 hives have successfully colonized.
But if the beekeeping doesn't work and there's no more support, what will you do?
When I do not succeed in beekeeping, then there is no money from there. I can still go back to the forest. Then I kill. When I see them, I kill.
And you just killed them for money? Or was it respect and pride?
I killed them in order to get money.
Just money, nothing else?
Nothing else. To get money so that I would train my children or feed my children.
But as we continued our search, we find signs of life. A gorilla nest only 2 to 3 weeks old.
And in your research, how important are these nests?
It is very important because we rarely see them, and the only way we can get information on the population is by finding nests such as this to give us an idea of the population size, to give us an idea of the ranging behavior of the gorillas. And by looking at feeding remains, we also have some idea of what food items the gorillas are eating.
The conservation efforts here in Mbe are being directed by Wildlife Conservation Society, and nests like this, they say, are hopeful for the future.
There were many people who wrote off the cross-river gorillas entirely, said there are too few, but we've shown actually that although there are only 3 or 4 small groups left, that there are corridors left between some of these remaining groups. So the future's not entirely bleak. There is there's hope for the future.
We didn't see any gorillas, but for conservationists that is a hopeful sign. The more these gorillas fear humans and stay hidden, the better their chances of survival. Christian Purefoy, CNN, the Mbe Mountains, Nigeria.
Many thanks to Christian for those reports. Up next on Inside Africa.
Action!
Future in Focus, how a film school in the heart of Nairobi is helping to unlock the talent of Kibera's youth.